Welcome back, everyone, and today is going to be our first video on coin roll hunting. I have a box of, I really don't even care to do quarters. I like dimes and nickels, but it's a box of quarters. Okay, and so I'm just going to go through them and pick out anything that I find that is good, that I like to collect, or I really don't collect. I'm pretty much just looking for silver. I do look for a few of the rare ears or anything crazy, like maybe even some of the coloreds that I may not have already in my collection. So without further ado, let's get at it. And I'll probably turn you off and on as I find things, because I don't want to bore you by me going through every single coin. But maybe I'll do one first. But so with that out of the way, so I don't have one of those fancy mats that you see a lot of coin roll hunters use. I might get one in the future. I most likely will, because they do look pretty handy. So this is how I quickly go through a coin roll, because you don't want to spend all day doing this. So I'm pretty much just looking for silver, and you can tell just looking at them if they're silver. I can when you get good at it. If not, you can use a magnet to tell. I'll show you that trick someday. And so I like to roll them out like that. And you might think, oh, look at both sides of the coins. No. You only look at both sides if you need to. So I can see the date on this side, and I know it's not a date I want to keep. Move it over. I see this one, not a date I want to keep, not a date I want to keep, not a date I want to keep. Nope. Now we're at an effigy, right? So instead of looking at both sides, I know that effigy there is something I probably don't want to keep, because it's kind of new. So I'd probably just skip that right through. It's not worth my time really even checking it. So I just go through like this, oh, there's the effigy, I just keep going. I wouldn't look at the other side for the date. So I'll show you if I find one that I do, and I just did. So there. Now this is the effigy, one of the effigies you do want to keep out. It's because that's the same year, 1991, was made, this effigy. An effigy is just a portrait of the queen on the back of the coin. And that's the easy way in Canada to tell, because the newer stuff really isn't something I want to look at. So now I can tell by the front of this isn't a 1991. So I'm not going to save it. In 1991, there was only 450,000 coins made, which is very little. Yeah, 450,000 or abouts, somewhere around there. And so this isn't one I want to keep, but that's how I'd only look at this, the two sides of that one. We'll go through, see if we find anything else to show you. So there's another one. And it's a 2001. So it's not what I want. There's another one. And again, it's a 2001. Remember, I don't really collect too much. I have a collection, but I'm pretty much, buying these for the silver or for something rare. Okay? So here's another effigy you'd want to pull out if you've seen it, because there could be some rare coins in these years. And this one I didn't find anything rare, but I did find a quarter horse, they call them, or it's a Mountie, right? And some of these can be rare if you get one with I guess it's like a low relief or a high relief, like a a large bust or a small bust, right? So you're looking for your large or small bust. And one of them's worth quite a bit more if you find it. It's pretty rare. I'll look it up and I'll put it down, and I'll let you know in the description which one is worth more. So we'll keep it out and I'll check it after. All right, I'll bring it back if I find anything crazy good. And you could wear gloves doing this, but pretty much anything. I'm not keeping any of this for a collection, really. So we just found the first silver of the box. Probably the only one. Quarters are hard to find silvers. It's pretty crusty. But I could tell it's a silver because it's got a young head on it. You won't be able to tell from this picture. Normally we don't clean coins, but I will clean this one because it's pretty damaged anyways. It looks like someone took a hammer to it. But to tell it's silver, like you could just tell by the ear. But because that one's so crusty, I can't really even see the ear. You just tell by the effigy. We just hold a magnet to it. See, it doesn't stick. So that's probably worth like $4 to $5 right now. And I only paid 25 cents for it. That's why we do this. See how that's stuck? All right, I'll bring it back if there's anything else that's cool. So we're just filling this up to our line. Our line, we take our, so stick it on like this, and it just kind of slides on, you know. And if it doesn't, you just do that. There you go. So this is all we found in our box of quarters. Found 5 breast cancer. We found 4 68s. Now 68 is the only year you have to check with a magnet. You can actually tell by looking at it. I can, but you should double check because you'd really hate to throw one back in. But yeah, these all stick, so they're all non-magnetic, or they're all magnetic, so they're all going back in with the other quarters. So we're not actually keeping those. But you gotta check because it could be silver, because in 68, half the year they made silver coins, half the year they made nickel. So you need to look at those for sure. Every other year before that, those silver, you don't have to check really. It's, if it's before 68, it's silver. So we did find 1 silver. I'll take close-ups of it. Got a couple colored Canadian flag, and we got 3, 6, 9 of these 1973 RCMP coins. The reason to keep those is some people collect them, but also you look on the back, and if the beads are close to the rim, it's a large bust, which means it's worth a lot of money. So these were all small busts, though I've already checked. Like you'd be looking probably over $1,000 if you had a large bust. And they are out there, so definitely keep an eye out for those. No 91s. We've got a couple coloreds here. All right, just want to thank you for watching, and I'd say that was a pretty successful coin roll hunt. And yeah, please subscribe, and we'll do lots more of these.